Well, hello tubers. It's always an awesome day when you can't go hunting and you get a little surprise in the mail. And I ended up getting two today from two buddies. Buddy Joseph Dustin, EagleEyeJoe, sent me these two really cool trade beads here. Thanks, Joe, buddy. Can't say thank you enough, my friend. And then I was going to try and open most of it up on film, but there was just too much in here. But it says, hey Mike, sorry it took so long to get this out, bro. Which, there's ever no reason for that. I tried to make it so you had an example of everything around here. Throw in a couple of scrapers and a piece of amber as well as a little cyanoid. Hope you like the creek points, my man. Figured you could make a bead out of the bone from the cave. Again, thanks for the package, brother. Hope you like yours too. Rickjitsu. Man, like it. Phew, dude, you outdid yourself. I love it. Blew me away with it. I mean, he had all the stuff wrapped up pretty good. But here's the bone that they dug from their bone cave site. And it's thick enough to still polish down and make a bead out of. Maybe carve a little something in there. And then this was a point from a creek we no longer get to hunt, and that's always a shame. Nice looking eared point. Some type of corner notch. Just missing one ear. That's a good creek case point any day in my book. Then he had in there this awesome flake knife, which this thing is really cool. And get the focus in real good. You can see that edge has a ton of little flaking. Sorry about the lighting inside. It's definitely not as good as outside. Probably try to go outside to get some pictures, but it's just hard to take all this stuff outside. I ain't got the best backyard, we'll say. But this thing's awesome. And then it's flaked over on this side, inside here too, and has the outer core. And I forget, but there's a certain a number of nicks per inch that is actually supposed to make it paleo more than transitional or early archaic or something. But I forget that number count. It's like 46 or something, I think. But don't quote me on that. It's in that range somewhere. That's awesome, Rick. Thank you for everything. That's awesome. That's awesome. And then this, a glass point. I'd say this is Nat by him. A Folsom style point. Made out of some really cool colored glass. I mean, this stuff is neat. Really cool. Thanks, Rick. It's highly appreciated, my friend. Highly appreciated. Then he's got over here a nice creek point for you. Look at that. Reminds me of a king's point with the flaking on it. Could be a little older though. Awesome point. Thank you, Rick. You didn't have to do that, buddy. And then he just, filled it up in the box. Here's that little cyanoid stem. And that piece of amber, which is really cool. Translucent. And had study pieces from our creeks and fields. I mean, this was where'd that little bag go? This over here, this little bag, it was just full of all this stuff. Well, he had these really cool thumb scrapers. out to the side, and they got some nice edges on them. Really, really nice. This one here is really cool. And then just full of stuff out of the creek. Stuff with great color. Look at this big old blade. It's a really cool little point here. I went to check it, see if it's ground, because it reminds me of a Robinson point, but they're always heavily ground. But this thing has some killer flaking on it. I don't know if you can see that or not, but man, that's a sweet little point right there. Just all kinds of cool stuff, man. I mean, look at this. This is a big old broken drill. Looks like a tip to a drill bit because it has 4 edges, or possibly a Dalton. So it looks like it had serrations at one time. Hope that camera's doing it justice. It's probably not. These rugged cameras aren't the. I mean, it has good megapixels. That there is definitely early archaic, whatever it come off of. And then this little blunted point here, which looks like a Graham cave with the way those ears are. Some sweet color in it. Pink and red, a little maroonish on the top, and just, I mean, full of just all kinds of tips, and more tips, and big old blade. I mean, he stuffed the box plumb full now. All different kinds of bases. Look at the color and material on that. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. And then a big old bag of those examples of flint from our Snyder's Hill dig site. Just full of all kinds of awesome Burlington. Some of these like that will make some nice bird points possibly. Like that one right there. That's a really nice pink. Oops. Get them all dropped out. Man. You overdid it, Rick. Can't say thanks enough, buddy. I highly appreciate it. You're awesome, dude. We will have to get together one day soon and do some hunting. And speaking of sending packages out, I went and left the giveaway vid all the way till this morning. Tried to leave it up as long as possible. So, oops, tripod's wanting to fall over. Sorry about that. So, and I mean, what a better time to do it. And I was going to do it at the end of a hunt, but I guess no better time than the present. But that's the piece of paper my dad wrote the number down on, and there was 2 people that came kind of close, but crazy for Flint. He had 1 number too many and too far up the board of hundreds of numbers, but he had 643. So if he had left that 1 number out, buddy, you would have won. And then Paleo Man 52, he picked number 59, so he come the closest, and he picked his age, which is kind of ironic because that's what my father did. He picked what age he turns this year. He turned 63. He's sitting right over there, so you can ask him. That's why he wrote that number down. And that's it. That's because he turned 63 in November. I turned 43 this year. We're exactly 20 years apart. Born on an even year. So there it is. And I'm sure he always shows what he gets. So So you'll get to see the booby prizes from him. But, and I'll have to do another one soon. Uh, I wish I could do one once a week, and give to friends like we do, and share like we do on here. We do this for a purpose because this is sharing at its finest, and it's a step above the rest. There's a lot of greed in the artifact world, and hopefully what we do is a staple that others will follow, and maybe one day wipe out most of the greed that's out there. So, like I said, I want to say thanks to everyone for their comments and their views. And thanks to everyone who got in on the little contest. And we'll do another one again real soon. Just some awesome stuff, man. That there's a heartbreaker of a tip now. Whenever that come off was killer, killer, killer. And again, right? Can't say thank you enough, my friend. Overly, overly stellar package. And Joe, awesome beats, buddy. Again, thanks everybody. Oops, yeah, let me get that out. We'll go take a couple still pictures of a few of these. Hope everybody has a good week. Hope you had a good Labor Day. And may the Great Spirit lay a stellar point in your path.